Hello everyone and welcome back to the ISP F1 Visa Navigator. My name is Nicholas Waite and today we are talking about something that's often overlooked but can have a huge impact on your visa interview. This is cultural gaps. When most students prepare for their F1 visa interview, they focus on documents, funding, and making sure their university admission is in order. And that's great. But there's another piece to the puzzle that can make or break your interview, and that's how cultural differences play out in the conversation with your visa officer. So, what do we mean when we talk about cultural gaps? A cultural gap is the difference in behaviors, values, communication styles, and expectations between your home culture and US culture. These differences might seem small, but in a high-stakes setting like a visa interview, they can cause confusion, misinterpretation, or even suspicion. Let's explore a few common scenarios and see how to handle them. So the first scenario, this is eye contact. In many cultures, avoiding eye contact is a sign of respect, especially when speaking to someone in authority. But in the US culture, avoiding eye contact can be seen as nervousness, dishonesty, or a lack of confidence. So if you spend the entire interview looking at the floor, the officer might think you are hiding something, even if you're telling the truth. Practice making natural, comfortable eye contact when you speak. You don't need to stare, but look at the officer when answering their questions. Builds trust and shows confidence. The second scenario, being too reserved or indirect, in some cultures encourage humility and reserved speech. You might say things like, I hope to do well in my studies, God willing, or if all goes well, I might return home after my degree. While that might sound polite in your culture, to a US visa officer, it can sound vague or uncertain. They may think you are unsure of your goals or hiding your true intentions. Instead, be clear and specific. If asked why you chose a particular university, avoid saying, it's a good school. Say something more direct like, I chose this university because it has one of the top-ranked data science programs and I want to specialize in AI applications for healthcare. This shows you have done your research and are serious about your academic path. In the third scenario, showing too much deference, in some cultures formality is taken to the extreme. Students may call the officer sir or madam after every sentence, speak in an overly low voice, or use gestures of submission. While respect is important, the US expects a more professional and balanced tone. Treat your visa interview like a job interview. Be polite and respectful, but also calm, clear, and confident. How about the fourth scenario? Talking about immigration. This one is critical. In some cultures, it's normal to say openly, I want to settle in the US, or I will work there and bring my family later. But remember, the F1 visa is a non-immigrant visa. The US expects you to return home after your studies. Even optional practical training or OPT is part of your plan. Frame it carefully. For example, you could say, I plan to gain practical experience through OPT and then return home to contribute to my country's tech industry. This makes it clear that your long-term plan is rooted back home. And the fifth scenario, that is staying silent or passive. In some places, students are taught to only speak when spoken to and never ask questions of authority. But US culture values initiative and engagement. If you appear passive or hesitant, you may come across as unprepared. Be ready to clearly explain your goals and answer confidently. If you don't understand a question, it's perfectly fine to politely ask for clarification. Now, the final thoughts, cultural differences are real, but they don't have to be barriers. With the right preparation, you can turn them into an advantage. Be confident, be clear, and be culturally aware. And you'll walk into that visa interview ready to present yourself as the serious, capable student you are. At the International Scholars Program, this is exactly what we prepare students to do. Take the next step in your success journey. Join our community of bold achievers and let us guide you from admissions, funding, to visa success and beyond. If you have a bachelor's degree with at least a 2.8 GPA out of 4 and for Uganda 3.8 out of 5, you are eligible to join us and your high school performance doesn't matter. Now visit our website www.internationalscholarsprogram.com and grab our program handbook. Also, don't forget to follow us on social media. We are on Facebook, Instagram, X, LinkedIn, and TikTok, all at International Scholars Program. That's it for this episode. If you have any specific questions, or if there's another topic you'd like us to cover in a future video, please let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.